you go. We're going to be eating well for a little while.
Steve's had a little tough time holding his up here. He's got a pretty good halibut.
Good morning from Glacier Bay National Park. It's an early morning, but thank goodness for the time difference here. For us, where we're out of Utah, we're about 2 hours difference. So even though it's 4 a.m. here, it actually seems like 6 a.m. I'm just trying to make myself feel better about this. But we are in Glacier Bay National Park here. We've got a beautiful dock area here. We've got a boat moored just off of here that will be taking off soon to go fish the waters of Glacier Bay National Park. Now it does take a special permit, which the lodge here, Eagle's Nest Lodge, has secured for us. So we're gonna be fishing in the waters of the national park. Should be some unbelievable scenery. I haven't seen it, so you'll see it for the first time just like I will. The reason why we're here, big halibut. I'm not sure my lower back's up to it yet, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna go for a 300+ pounder. Hope you can join us for it, and hopefully we'll hook into one.
The day.
First of the day. Oh no. Oh, he's still there. He just went loose. Yeah, he's swimming up towards me right now. First 300 pounder right there. Okay, I don't know what it is. I'm warming up. Warm up for that big one, the dreaded big one. Then we're handing it off to somebody else. I want these guys.
That one's maybe a hair small, huh?
Very nice. We got a little current, the tide moving, all that. I think it's helping us. So. This really not that big inside.
Pretty nice fish. This rod has a salmon head on it, so we're they've been pounding it pretty good this morning, but not anything quite hard enough to take it down. I reeled in and checked it a few minutes ago, and they tethered it pretty good at the bottom. But this bait's set up for one of those big monsters of Glacier Bay here, so we're hoping we get one here this morning. That is. Oh, there he is again. Huh. That's kind of weird. It's gone up with me, I guess. Well, we've each caught reeled in 2 or 3 or 4 now this morning in about an hour and a half here, up to about 45 or 50 pounds. This one feels like it could be a decent fish. We've got a lot more current now. We're headed toward the high tide, so there's a lot more water moving, so it gives you that little bit of a false sense sometimes that a little bit bigger fish, but this one has given me a couple runs down. So we'll see what happens. Here he comes. Now he's about in that same size range again. That current really makes a difference. It's amazing. So boy, if you're looking for sheer numbers, you can't really ask for anything better than this morning. As we're getting this fish off the hook, we've got another rod going down in the corner, and so boy, this is if you're looking for great halibut fishing, this is their specialty here at Glacier Bay Eagle's Nest Lodge. Halibut is the key, and they have some great opportunities here, there's no doubt about it.
What are we betting here? The smaller fish what? Smaller fish does dishes.
So Ken, what is the max you can take at your lodge here at the Eagle's Nest?
Well, really 20 is as much
20.
as we want to take.
And you basically fish 4 per boat most of the time?
4 per boat, or we can fish,
Oh, we're still doing, I still feel it.
we can fish, you can fish 5 per boat. We do that a lot. We do 5 per boat quite a bit, and even sometimes 6 per boat if it's the same group.
Same group.
Yeah.
As you can see when we got here this morning, that current was almost, well, it was dead slack. And now that fish is out behind us, skiing a little bit behind us as you're coming and bringing them in. So.
So the good news is starting early is we've had a pretty successful morning. This is one of the better fish we've caught this morning. We have released a ton of fish. I think it's only about 7:30 in the morning, but there you go. We're gonna be eating well for a little while. This one's been giving us a little bit of a tug. A little run here for a second, so we'll see what we got. Fishing a little bit bigger baits now, trying to view in for on a bigger fish if we can. Not that we've done too bad this morning. We've had a lot of fish in that 35 to 50 pound range. This area is known for big fish, so we're trying to catch one of those ones you hear about called the barn door. That would have been another keeper if we needed one in the boat right now, but we don't, so we let it go. And
Get her down there for another chance at a giant. You never know. They all fight so differently that sometimes you never know. He doesn't have the feel of the pulling up on him. He's a big fish, but he's taken me down twice already, so we'll see. Same size again. A little bit smaller. Could be in that 30-35 pound range. Another good fish.
Matt, there's some wind in that rod.
Yeah, there is. Made a couple good runs. We're pulling up anchor here. We're going to change areas just a little bit. This area has been unbelievable. We've about 4 hours this morning. We're estimating our numbers. We actually had triples on so often we lost track of how many fish we caught, but we're estimating we were approaching 50 halibut this morning, ranging in anywhere from the 15 pounders to probably 60 pounds. And so boy, great morning. The weather has absolutely been fantastic. As you can see, it's almost like glass. This inner passage areas of southeast Alaska can be phenomenal this way at times. And a little bit overcast, a little bit foggy this morning. As you can see behind me, there's still some remnants along the beaches here behind us. Just a beautiful morning here in Glacier Bay and with Eagle's Nest Lodge. Boy, I'll tell you, if you're looking for fantastic opportunities for halibut, and all other species too, but especially specializing in halibut, this is the place to be. Southeast Alaska, Eagle's Nest Lodge in Gustavus, Alaska. Nice. Steve kind of broke the ice and caught a little some bait there on a little gray Pacific cod for us. And all of a sudden, I've got a decent fish on here maybe. We'll see what happens. I hope. Start out.
Well, yeah, you said there was a fish on there. It's exactly. So I checked bottom and I found a fish. I don't know if it was anywhere near the bottom or not, but I found a fish. Feels like a decent fish, but I haven't caught a fish in a little while since that cod that ended up coming up, which wasn't bad. So.
So can't you just, we measured that with a little piece of string. You measured it on the chart here at the back of the boat.
Yeah.
What did it measure out?
It measured out at 73 inches, which came to about 206 pounds according to the book. Just like a big fish.
Now on that top slot limit now here in your area in the southeast, what is that top slot
80
limit?
inches.
80 inches.
So we would have had to let that fish go.
Wow. 80-inch fish should be huge.
Yeah, 80
weight-wise.
inch fish is 275.
Wow.
But really, in most cases, you wouldn't recommend having
No, I would.
people keep that fish.
Whether I
anyway,
could keep that fish or not, I'd let it go. I mean, the real viable spawning fish are between like 30 pounds and 75 pounds. And after 75, it's like, yeah, they're just not as good eating. We always just take home 30 to 35 pound fish, somewhere 40 pound fish is what we keep.
That ever elusive big fish. Yeah, the halibut cannibals. There we go. See, we could have had a big one on.
You know what they say about there's two kinds of fish in Alaska, halibut and what halibut eat.
You know, guys, not a bad day out here. We did okay. We caught a limit here, a nice fish, solid fish. I think we'll be eating well. So if you want a great day of halibut fishing up here in Alaska, Glacier Bay Eagles Nest Lodge, the place to go. Thanks, guys.
You bet.
For dinner tonight, ladies?
Chicken cordon bleu, cheesy potatoes, and peas.
But that is
That's a thickie. That's a thickie.
That's over 100 pounds right there. Okay. Boom. Boom. That's a big fish. Lift up. Wow. Okay. Oh, God. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. Who's your daddy now, huh? Oh, yeah. That is cool. Wow, the fish we're pulling in here is massive already. Just don't go over it because I can't grab you. We're depending on. I think she's got a big one.
Oh, you both got big ones.
Hey, I don't mess around. When I go come.
Oh, yeah. When I get a little and he takes some back.
It's awful nice of you.
Holy cow. When you see one like that. Look at the things on his lips. And she'll turn over and start swimming to the bottom. There she goes.
I was on the back of the boat. We just got out. We had 4 rods tangled across each other. We just got them undone. That was the first rod I let back out, and all of a sudden I had a little hit, and I took it down, and it almost spooled this reel. And I turned to Steve. I said, "You want this?" He said, "Yeah, I'll take it." I handed it to him, and we could tell it was going to be a big fish. And we're going to estimate the length and the weight now on here in a second. We'll let you know what it was. But what a battle, huh?
What a battle. That was fun. That was fun.
Unbelievable.
That was quite a fish. When you seen him rise up out of the water like that, mammoth. Mammoth fish.
You know, and the interesting thing is that every one of these fish react differently. And like I said, very often those big ones like that, you'll get them up off the bank, off the bottom, and they'll take you to the bottom 2 or 3 times. So fortunately for you, it didn't do that to you. But he had a lot of line out there, so you reeled that fish for a long time. So congratulations.
Thank you. 30.
Almost 80.
Yes.
300.
Randy. 80 inches.
I'm glad I didn't catch it.
The book only goes to 79. 265.
Yeah, we figure 80 inches is somewhere around 2.
It's really close to 300, just under 300.
It's barely under 3. Wow, cool.
Well, another pretty good morning here at Eagles Nest Lodge in Glacier Bay. Gustavus. Steve's had a little tough time holding his up here. He's got a pretty good halibut, and he also let go a 300-pounder. So great morning here. Kent Huff and his staff do an excellent job, and I'll tell you, if you're looking for a great halibut adventure, which is their specialty, give Kent and his staff a call at Glacier Bay Eagle's Nest Lodge. And as always, thank you for joining us on this edition of Sportsman's News Television.
There we go.